Hello, Earth, and almost nobody on YouTube who watches this. I missed you. Um, I've had a very long week. I had an MS infusion on Monday, and it's very painful for many days. And so I've been on my butt, and it kicks my butt, and then it turns me into kind of a superhero for like 4 months, and then it wears off. And then I start all over again. So there's my life in a nutshell. But the Jennifer Crumbly trial really surprised me, and I don't have anybody to talk to about it but you. So I'm going to talk to you, all two of you who might care. I cannot believe they found her guilty on all those charges. I'm really, really stunned by that. Though I do have a few reasons why I think that happened. One, her lawyer was rather abrasive, and Emily Baker talks about how a lawyer can piss off a jury, and if you rub them the wrong way, even if you are in the right, the lawyer can really mess it up for you. So but I understand why she is the way she is. Shannon, I'm sure, is a very good lawyer, but man, they were ripping her up on Twitter, and she was Larry Nassar's lawyer, so I don't know what that means, but I'm the kind of person that adopts a Siamese cat that's 22 years old and on the verge of death because someone has to love you and you need a place to die. So I understand that lawyer in a way, but she was not very good at objecting in moments that really needed to be objected to. And I know that Jennifer had to testify. I don't think it helped her at all. So these are the reasons why I think they found her guilty. I think the juror said, first of all, what really nailed it what ended her decision was the fact that the gun was left in her car and she was the last adult with it. And you know what? That's relevant as hell. I'm bad at this. And I dropped the phone because I leaned it against something and then I pounded on a table. Okay, so I get that. You know what? And they thought about it for a while. I was surprised. Whenever they take more than 4 hours, it makes me nervous. If it's going to be under 3 hours, everybody was on the same page. And anything beyond that, there's some sort of negotiation. And the judge had what, 5 She had 5 alternate jurors. Real quick, why can't the alternates observe what the rest of the jurors are doing? So in the unfortunate circumstance that they might need to bring in an alternate, they don't have to start all the F over. Anyway, every state is different, which is another thing I love about our legal system. Is it's really interesting to see how things are in different states. Holy hell, Florida. So I don't think her lawyer was very likable. But that you shouldn't be convicted because of your lawyer. Even Poot with Murdaugh was like, hey, I know I'm obnoxious. Don't hold that against my client. And that's fair. And she should have said that too. But she did have the gun last. She acted as like, I don't know what to do with it, so I just left it in my car. Well, you know what? If you're going to own a machine that is designed for hurting and killing things, maybe you should give more of an F about it. The other thing I really think hurt her was the way she behaved in the after he was arrested, and the parents meet up with Ethan at the police station. She should have given him a hug, and she should have gotten off of her goddamn phone. And she was so detached and like barely in the moment with everybody, and I was really frustrated watching that video several times. So I don't think that helped her. But you know what? Likeable goes a long way, and she had to testify. I know that she did not have a choice in that matter. She had to testify, and it did not help her. She just isn't a very warm person or funny. And both of those things go a long way with everyone. And she was indignant and expectant, and I saw that she cried a lot when she saw all of the video of the shooting. I saw how emotional she was in the court, and she showed zero of that emotion after her son was arrested. And that, I think, really hurt her a lot. I don't think it's fair that they were allowed to use his journal and not allowed to have him explain what he meant by those things. The major thing that is killing me with all of this, it is not fair that when he was sentenced, he said, my parents didn't know I was doing this and no one could have stopped me. I don't know if that is true. I don't know if I agree with it, but those words are very important, and they might have saved his mom, and he might have said it to save his mom and dad. I feel like dad, I'm surprised. I feel like dad was more likely to be found guilty than mom. And now I'm kind of feeling like since mom was found guilty, dad is toast. I don't know if he can make a deal. He should. So, I haven't been so emotionally affected by a trial in a really long time. Maya affected me hard, but for a completely different and very personal, visceral reason. This one, I was just really stunned by the ruling. I couldn't believe it. And it's really interesting to be in the chat with people with all these different perspectives, and I try to be very respectful of everybody's position. Everybody has their own experiences or lack of experiences, and I try to do that math with people to know maybe they don't have the same experiences as me, and so they don't feel the same way I do, and I'm okay with that. And it's my Gemini rising. I don't really believe in astrology, but that's funny. I am still stunned. I am absolutely shocked. And you know what? RA was shocked too. I can tell that this one hit him. He's not talking about it. He's not pontificating or anything. He's just going on. And I'm just really surprised. I think she has a really strong fight for appeal. I think she has a lot of ground for appeal, because this has never happened before, and there's a reason for that. But I think she could have been a lot warmer on the stand, and I think she should have been a lot warmer to her son after everything happened. I can't imagine, even if my child did something so evil, knowing that they're going to be arrested, in the back of my head, I know that this might be the last time I might be able to physically touch my baby, and I am going to give them a hug, no matter what. So this is really heavy. It was really, really heavy. It was hard to watch. So we got through that, and I needed to get off my chest. I needed to share this with you. Thank you so much for letting me vent. I appreciate that a lot. And then what happy thing can I say after that? One more really sad thing. It's Ty's very good friend from the last trial that I was talking about, the gentleman who defended himself and got a hung jury, which to me is as good as acquitted, but the main witness in his case passed away the other day of COPD. So that was a drag. It's kind of a drag. Everything's a drag. What kind of happy news can I have? Oh, I had a birthday too. That was kind of nice. And I have a reason to be excited to get older, because it turns out that MS hurts the person with MS as they get older, and I won't have to take as much medicine. I never thought about that, and it totally makes sense. So hooray for being 45, right? There's that. My kids are great. My life is hard but wonderful. As a recovering drug addict, the best thing you could do is keep busy, and I got that going for me, and I'm getting more energy, and that's wonderful. And we're looking at puppies, which I love puppies, but I like it more when it's my idea. I want a hedgehog so I can carry it around and have it with me at all times, and it's a pet, but it's also a weapon. So I have those to look forward to. And there are a lot of trials, man. Sarah Boone, holy Hannah, this is going to be interesting. Damn, I can't believe she's on her 8th lawyer. That is a record, I'm sure. Somebody's getting into heaven. Whoever defends that woman, whether she gets away with it or not, that person should go to heaven forever and ever. Emily's not feeling well this week, so I missed her. But I've loved watching RA, and I would love for you to join me there if you aren't there already, because he's awesome. And yeah, that's all I got. I just had to share that I think Jennifer was a little uppity, and she's kind of hard to watch on the stand, and she wasn't very likable, and her lawyer was painful, and everything added up badly. And I just wish they could have, if he wasn't allowed to testify because now he's doing an appeal thing and all that stuff, why couldn't they just show what he said to the judge at the very end, that my parents didn't know about this? To me, that is her defense. My parents didn't know about this. They couldn't have stopped me from him. Why were they allowed to put in the journal and not have any kind of reciprocal? You can't defend it. There's no argument. There's no cross-examination. Bruce Rivers was really pissed about this, and he was right. Bruce Rivers is so goddamn fun and wonderful, and now he has a podcast. And so drop everything and watch Bruce Rivers. He is so funny, and he's so good at what he does. I watched him for like a year and a half before I realized that he has this huge office, and he has countless awards. Like, he's so good at what he does. And he doesn't even brag about the fact, apparently, he's a hell of a skier. I hope he comes to Colorado one day. I would love to meet him. I guess that's all I got, guys. I missed you, all four of you. And I wanted to get that thought about Jennifer off my chest. And I will waste your time very soon. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe.